is just for
It
fun.
is just for fun.
Apparently.
Well, you're not trying to make a point.
No, never. Well, folks, this is the Not Peaceful podcast. We are just rehearsed and ready to go.
Oh, we started? You hit record?
Yeah, a while ago.
Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, Z-Zimzers. What's up?
Latinx.
Latinexios.
Ugh, I don't like that.
You don't like that?
Well, let's just do some TikTok, man.
Let's just dig right into it. We are incredibly unprepared.
I don't drink alcohol.
This is only happening because of strategic
Bullying?
negging.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, this one's for the boys.
Yeah. Because the rest of them were not.
Yeah, exactly.
The rest of them were for the
gals.
girls. The girls really enjoyed all of the others.
The chicks were, well, I mean...
And they went wild.
Gushing.
Those guns be good.
Those guns were just splish.
I hate it when people write like this. I already took my meds. Like, fucking what?
Yeah, we get it. You weren't popular in high school.
You just you work hard for attention.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what that means, because that's got to take twice as long to type out. So the person's willing to work hard for attention, but they don't deserve it.
Yeah.
That's what that says to me.
Absolutely. Not even food at the end, but I'll take it. Girl dinner. Oh, this is that thing you showed me.
Yeah. Actually eating whatever the filter.
No, I already took my meds today, so that would be pretty problematic if I just took them again. I already took my meds today!
I know my reaction to that maybe makes it seem like I haven't taken my meds today, but I promise... What the fuck? Let's do a human food? That's not just pills.
I don't drink alcohol! I know brownies are an option on this filter. I know granola bar is an option. I don't drink alcohol! These filters would be easier if I drank alcohol, because they always want me to drink.
Why?
This is what I'm talking about! This bitch of a filter wants me to
Why
take
are we
pills,
letting him
drink
tell
alcohol, or
us
eat animal
what-
food.
Okay, whatever medication you are taking, it is not covering all of the bases. So you may want to see your physician again.
I mean, like,
to get extra pills.
Good for this person for not taking pills and drinking copious amounts of alcohol.
Yeah, well, I mean, that would be suicide. Which is cool.
Especially in this scenario.
Yeah, you may want to consider that. That might actually, actually, suicide's badass, folks. You heard it here. Sponsorship.
We officially can't
sponsorship
put this
from the. What are you talking about?
We can't put this on YouTube.
What do you mean? No. This one's gonna ride.
People to kill themselves. On
Well, honey, then that's gonna run into an issue because we actually have our first sponsor here on the Not Peaceful podcast. Suicide. Is it for you? I'm reading an ad read right now. This is none of my own thoughts.
Yeah.
This is
sponsored by the Canadian government. The Canadian
it's just Justin Trudeau.
Suicide. Ever thought about it?
Justin sent me a text. He said, "Hey, I need to do a collab with you." And I was like, "What is a collab?"
Do you feel guilty that there's too many people on the earth? Mm-hmm. Ever thought about it?
Have you ever felt bad that China is dumping about as much toxins and CO2 in the atmosphere as 10 United States is? Well, there's a great new solution for that. Kill yourself.
Freaking just kill yourself.
Inject plastic and air bubbles into your veins. Too afraid to do it yourself? The government will do it for you. Suicide.
Yeah, well, there's too many people on the planet, and we should probably...
Totally. People say that, so I believe it, because when people say things, I believe it. So you saying there's too many people makes me believe it.
Yeah, I think that's the... what that does is it creates a baseline where it's like, oh... You mean we get rid of some people? It's like...
You mean Nancy from HR could go in the dumpster?
Exactly. It's like the first step to genocide of like, oh, well, who should we just get rid of then?
Yeah.
There's too many people. we should not allowed to procreate. Like anyway, it's just like it's the foot in the door for genocide.
That is at the heart of every modern aloof citizen of the West is a secret fascist. And you see it in how uninformed their opinions are when they say stuff like, the world is going to top out at 10 billion and then steeply drop, and the climate crisis is only going to get worse from there. So we really have to do something about it. What they're actually saying is, it wouldn't be bad if somebody rounded up all the people I didn't like and shot them. That wouldn't be the worst thing ever.
Well, like...
I'd post about it.
Which people are using the most resources?
Good question.
What countries should we mass abolish?
I have two in mind. I'm glad you asked.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm glad you asked.
That's what I'm getting at. It's like,
hey folks.
If we're going to start like pointing fingers and get to the point where we're like, there's too many people and it's causing global warming.
Totally.
Then we've got to like consider, okay, so who's populating the fastest that is also using the most resources, and really quickly it takes you to very poor people that don't have very good control over their circumstances. So now we become the genocidal maniacs that are just going to kill all the poor people in
it
this country.
Literally is that.
It's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Like that's what we become so quickly when we go down that road.
Yeah, when you are poor, you literally have to do what you have to do in order to survive. And poor countries in aggregate do that exponentially greater than individuals. So if you actually wanted, if you believed that there is some sort of existential threat to the crisis, to the climate, some sort of crisis, you would sign off on the nuking of India and China tomorrow.
Africa's kind of up there too, from my understanding.
The per capita carbon footprint isn't that bad.
That's true, because large territories are still not.
Yeah, it's not very industrial.
But they're repopulating really fast.
Yeah, and they eat up so many endowments in terms of like the amount of money that we give away to their country. West African countries make up the majority of the financial endowments, so we could save some money.
Isn't there something with like fossil fuels there though? Like, because we're trying to get rid of fossil fuels, and I feel like Africa is one of the countries that has the most fossil fuels or something like that.
There's a number of big deposits there, especially deposits of ion ore, not ion. The minerals that are used to create lithium batteries, lithium-ion batteries.
Right, that women with their babies strapped to them are digging out of the ground.
Yeah, they're referred to as artisanal miners, but it's really just poor people with crappy hammers breathing in lithium dust.
So that we can all have our iPhones.
Exactly, yeah, so that we can make videos like this.
Yeah, well... I definitely feel bad for this person. I'm not going to misgender this person because I have no clue what's going on here. But I'm glad that we're...
Do you think this is a type of fag?
I just don't know anymore.
Oh.
But clearly mental breakdown is like just ready to go. It's just on deck at all times. So, don't want to... push this individual over the limit.
Let's see if this gets better or just sort of just gets more meh.
You see what I mean? I am happy to leave my hotel room and find whatever food this gives me. I took them! At this point, I'm literally hungry. So can we please... That's what I'm wondering. Last try, and then I am done with this. Okay? Oh my god. Maybe if I take my face out of it.
That's the whole fucking point.
Okay. I tried this once before and it said
okay.
The whole point is that girls don't eat real food. So what?
I'm on board with you. I'm glad you're...
I don't know what he was expecting. Like, the whole point is that it's like a handful of pretzels and like air. You know what I mean?
I recently brought up the girl headache conspiracy theory of mine, and you were not receptive to it.
Because I know so many girls that drink a ton of water.
Yeah.
They don't eat a lot of food, but they drink a ton of water.
Sure.
Not because they're trying to keep themselves healthy, but it helps you not break out. I honestly don't know if it's because they're as health conscious as they're trying to seem to be, but the vanity thing of like not wanting to break out.
That could be. It's just in my experience, I've always seen the opposite. But health trends are fairly new. I'm sure it's picking up the other way.
You're also in a military background, like I don't know that the women.
You gotta hydrate, or you dehydrate.
Well, I'm just saying,
See what I
like
did there?
the women in that industry may not be as concerned with their lack of acne. Like women in the army, or Navy, or
you got a pulse.
militaries.
You got a pulse. You're the top 10.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to try very hard. So I feel like the reason that women that hydrate is because they've realized that, like, oh my gosh, I lose weight faster. I don't have acne.
Are you talking about someone we know personally? With the skin?
All of your peers that I have met don't seem to think that they are the top tier of women.
The bee's knees.
The bee's knees, as it were. And don't seem to take care of themselves very well.
The bee's gunt. Moving on.
Like gentrification. Oh, this couple deserves each other.
This means nothing to me. No comment. Misfits are cool. Your head is terrible. You should be ashamed of your head.
Yeah, but why are they talking to you about it?
Okay.
This is like in medias res, you know, when they just like start a story in the middle so that you like get into the middle of the action faster. But
is that what that's called?
In medias res, yeah, it's like a literary construct that people use a lot.
And then they do 3 weeks earlier.
Yeah, and then they jump back, but like
okay.
I feel like I'm getting the middle of the story and no beginning, no end, just medias.
Yeah, this seems like another like man-topia video where they're just like, what if I was stoic and masculine, and then people on the internet could, talk about how cool that is in the comments.
I love the Easter Island stone face like emoji for all the comments on this. That's fair.
17,000 likes of this comment alone. Wow. Man.
Wow.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you, buddy.
Why, yes. Yes, I did buy a 30-pound bagel from Goldbelly again. Y'all, I'm obsessed with making family meals so much better.
If you put half as much time as you did putting into this face as you do into exercising, you could just be a healthy, pretty girl. You wouldn't have to graft this stranger onto your head every day. You could just be a pretty girl that is in good health.
Dude, that
And
baby.
y'all,
How many
last
people
time-
is she feeding? Like, what size is this family?
It could be either 47 people or 2 Americans.
That's the size of her whole body, her whole midsection.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm wasting food, but do y'all really think that you would spend money on a giant bagel just to waste it? Nah, this thing feeds 20 people and we're about to make it full. We have everything prepped in the first video, so we're gonna go ahead and
New
toast
Jersey?
this thing in the oven
Where's
and
this-
load it all
this
up.
woman from?
And we're
New
gonna
Jersey
smell
is
it
a
from that.
really
No,
good
I'm not
guess.
sponsored. I literally have an addiction to Goldbelly products because they're
I'm gonna double up on New
unique and
Jersey.
different that you can't find them anywhere else. Okay, so we have layered it with mayo. We put 3 tubs of cream cheese.
That is so disgusting.
3 tubs of
Cream cheese. You heard her correctly.
with bacon. Oh,
Yeah.
bacon and cream cheese?
Yeah. What is this? Did she say?
I know that looks like, is that really burnt
sort of-
bacon, or is that, because it looks like it's connected?
No, it looks like some sort of processed meat. Oh man, this is gross.
It might be Euro meat. Kind of looks like Euro meat.
Yeah.
cheese on each side. You have the garlic veggie right there. You have the salsa smear. You
garlic
have
veggies.
onions, lettuce, eggs that we cooked in a sheet pan. You have tomatoes, bacon, and we have all the cheese on top of it.
Is that American cheese? Look how that's the plasticky American cheese.
This is why other countries
Or
make
did
fun
she
of
run
us.
out? Is that like regular cheese and then she ran out, so she put some like plastic ass
This is one type of American
that
cheese.
comes in the plastic.
This is the Walmart American cheese that they like. They feed to Walmart people, but not to like animals because it's cruel.
It's craft slices. It's like not actually cheese.
And then this is the slightly less shitty one that the
And you know what's annoying?
tier 1 peasants
American
eat.
cheese is actually really good. American sharp, like good cheddar cheese is like actually really good.
Yeah.
But
If it's a good quality, it is probably the best cheese.
it's really good cheese, and then they like do this shit with it. I don't.
Yeah, it's great. You can cook with it. It's very versatile. It doesn't split.
Fills me. The plastic cheese ruined it for real.
You should try hollowing up some of the top part.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
When I tell you this little guy put in work,
out.
she put in work. Honestly, cutting the bagel was the scariest part. Like, I could never make it even. So we did our best, and honestly, it would have taken us 30 years if we didn't have that vegetable chopper. So shout out to that. It's one of my favorites. So we're gonna go ahead and flip it. There we go. I also added in a whole
Your
thing of
food
mayo
should not
into
feel
it
like furniture.
Because bagel sandwiches
She put that on there like a couch cushion. She was like hopped up on that thing, popped a squat on that.
It really is. It really is like unwieldy.
Oh my God.
She's not equipped to manage this. Just look at the seasoning. It's just too much.
It's everything seasoning.
Yeah.
It's good.
this is
Everything but the bagel seasoning is good.
This is the kind of food that you give to somebody who is like in need. Like this is a donation.
I just can't believe that much cream cheese, bacon, and cheese. Like, are you just trying to have a heart attack?
And you can't change your mind. So we are going to go ahead and cut our first slice and see how it is.
Okay.
So.
Oh, that is
our
really
first slice. Look
you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, you should really hollow out a lot of that bread if you're gonna put that many toppings on it. That is too big.
You're just eating bread.
Yeah.
There might as well not be anything else in there.
Oof.
Oh, this is too sad. This is too sad. This is like watching somebody who has cancer smoking.
I know.
We got prime, boys. We got prime. We got prime, boys. We got prime.
I feel like this is giving me autism. I don't know what any of this means.
Recreate.
Beauty Spatty. Here's how to get every last drop out of your favorite products.
Oh
So
my
this is my
God.
favorite concealer, and as you can see, she's
Is this
very
person
empty,
15?
trying to like scrape.
Now, this person is -12, honey.
This is a
This is a baby.
what?
Look how wet they look.
That is so many star clips.
It's just so... She better hope she's not over 18 or else this is embarrassing.
She has a favorite concealer? I didn't even know what concealer was. Like,
Until you're 18?
oh no. I mean, I knew. Whatever.
The lies. You sit on a throne.
I'm just
of
interested.
lies.
Okay, let's see the application. Let's see how much.
You would lie to our not peacefullites.
Okay. I knew about foundation. I don't think we had concealer. Concealer is like part of the highlight, low light industry, which I have learned about as an adult.
Yeah.
But we definitely had foundation. That you just like spread.
I gotta
all
stop
over.
you right there. We're actually, it's time for our second ad read. For our second sponsor, Gang Rape. Gang Rape. Okay. All right, we'll move on.
Right?
But next is
Who
pestilence.
sponsored that one?
Well, Somalia,
Yeah.
the country.
Yeah.
The sides with the applicator, but not much is coming out. These are supposed to go into your makeup product and get out every last drop. It comes with a baby shark and also a big daddy spork. I don't know what this one's for, but this looks perfect. I take this out. Can it fit in this hole? Tight squeeze. Oh! It's in. So now I'm just gonna take the spatula and kind of like scrape the edges. You can see it's coming off.
Do not
Look how
mind.
much product is on the
This
brush.
is also
is that
giving
gonna
me
remain on the
autism.
brush or like it?
I must prevent
Sarah
it.
gave us this, like, it's really for like dreads, but we're gonna use this. And Scarlett has her new lip oil. TikTok shop.
This is not lip oil. This is medicine chips. Medicine chips come out of it because I've been popped.
Okay.
God.
Alright. Why does this infant have a ring woven into dreads or cornrows or whatever? Why is it wearing a choker? Why are its ears pierced at the age of -5? Why is it wearing a fucking child wife beater? Why is it applying makeup? Why is any of this happening? This is a baby.
Yeah, I don't like this.
This is depressing.
I don't feel good about this.
No, we're not endorsing this. Goodbye. Please do better.
Please stop using your children for clicks.
This is just a quick PSA. Singing is gay.
Who? Are these just 3 random, like, there's a picture of Ariana Grande here. Is this...
Oh my god, you know celebrities so well.
Are one of these 3 people Ariana Grande, or are these just 3 random people and they put a picture of Ariana Grande, who did not sing the song? This is a Whitney Houston song. I don't understand what's going on.
Judging from the amount of work they put into looking
frizzy,
like not dog shit, I'm guessing this is a community theater in Middle America, and then this is obviously, like you said, apparently Ariana Grande.
Some great voices, like inarguably, very great voices.
Yeah, it would be easier to focus on the singing if these 2 weren't dressed like they were participating in Rocky Horror Picture Show.
That's what I was getting a real Rocky Horror vibe, and then like Halloween on the left.
Yeah, just a pumpkin.
I don't know if they like coordinated, but that is definitely giving magenta vibes from Rocky Horror Picture Show in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Well, now we have the
So here's the thing. I don't know that like musicians realize. Like, I get that they're at the climax of the song, which is fine, but if you are yelling the entire time, it's like it's just too much. And these are obviously really well trained. Like, what is it called? Speech singing.
Songstresses?
No, like, so they're
Vocals.
belting is what I'm trying to say. Instead of like using like maybe a falsetto voice, they're using like the belt of their voice. So they're pulling their chest voice up to make it sound really full.
Hell yeah.
But like when you do that the whole time, it kind of wears on you, and it's like impressive, but it feels like someone's yelling at you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
No, totally.
I would love
agree.
some more dynamics here. Like, where's the down and then the swell? Not just like the swell the whole time. We don't need the swell the whole time.
Is that what they call range?
No, it's what they call dynamics.
Dynamics? Okay,
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Anyway.
I agree. My personal favorite is no songs. Music is gay, and the only appropriate sound is silence or fire crackling.
As someone who used to like do the theater thing, I just feel like everyone glorifies speech level singing, which literally sounds like someone's yelling at you. And I just get so tired of it. It's almost as annoying as like operatic, chickeny vibrato singing.
Yeah.
That gets old after a while. Like, it's beautiful, but after like a whole 5 songs of it, you're kind of like, okay, quit it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, it gets old. Stop yelling at me. Let's see if she goes quiet at all. So what's interesting, so we've got a soprano, a mezzo soprano, and then an alto.
Oh.
All singing,
Ooh.
all three of them. It took all three of them to make up Whitney Houston's range. Which is the impressive part about Whitney Houston, is that she has a huge range. I know this is not interesting to you, so we can move on.
I thought the impressive part about Whitney Houston was her mastery of bathtubs.
Yeah, and also like, you know, that that snowy nose.
Okay. Ooh, boom diggity! You sure do know that.
I gotta go powder my nose.
I gotta go put cocaine in my body, and then fall asleep near water.
I already took my meds.
All right, let's see this baby do the performance again. I guess.
What do you mean?
They're only gonna give her 10 seconds.
Okay, that was. I mean, they did a great job.
Yeah, nice job. The GDP benefited from this.
Also, maybe coordinate. Well, I don't get why Ariana was involved. Leave Ariana
There's
alone.
a braid parting filter now. The only reason I've been avoiding doing natural box braids with my hair is because I don't really know how to part. But since this filter exists, we have to try it.
I'm gonna pause this. You are not old enough to have the social media. I'm calling your parents. Wow. Is that a filter, or does he actually look that
I'm
much
sure
like?
he's a lookalike.
Okay, good talk. Good talk, internet.
I also like to soak my feet in chicken noodle soup. Who doesn't? Next. Oh, it's this dude.
Yeah, okay, gotcha, yeah. No, I watched 1930s cartoons.
Oh man, good for him. Like, people are starting to like. He's been doing TikTok for a while, and for him to start doing collabs with like David Beckham, people must be like liking his stuff. So what he's done is
guess so.
he comments on. He'll take like a TikTok video where someone's doing something clearly idiotic,
Yeah.
and then he kind of recreates it.
Well, you and I watched one earlier. That's
Right.
the only reason I recognized this guy.
And he's been doing that like since TikTok started. He's like a pretty old school creator.
Cool.
Which
Good
is,
for him.
yeah, I'm like happy that because he's been very consistent in the type of stuff he produces.
So he's gaining traction.
Good for him.
God bless you.
Yeah. For not
Let's
like
make it delicious.
being a slut or, you know, like
Yes.
I'm gonna use my
Good for
sexuality.
you. Yeah, good for you for not weaponizing your sexuality to get ahead in life. Oh, hey, it's Gordon. It's Gordon. I'm not dead yet, Ramsay.
Why? Hashtag Taylor Swift.
Oh God, why?
It's the audio.
It's Reuben sandwich.
I hate that he's doing like kitschy,
Yeah.
like clickbait things of like, oh, well, what's better than Gordon Ramsay? Gordon Ramsay on the Empire State Building. Like,
I know.
It's so stupid. Why not just let Gordon Ramsay
Yeah.
cook food?
Don't you have anything better to do? Doesn't he have a show where he like goes around Middle America and like yells at people for having
Yes.
bad hotels?
Exactly. And like the best thing about Gordon Ramsay is not like, yeah, he cooks good food, but it's literally his insults. So why are we just watching him cook food on... He can't insult anyone on the top of the Empire State Building, and that's the best
Yeah.
thing about him.
Yeah, no, the whole appeal of him is his professionalism for cooking matched with people who are not professional chefs.
Yeah.
I will say though, the guys and I ate at his restaurant when we went to Vegas for the first time. Incredible, great food.
Would
Let's
accepted
make a
sponsor.
delicious Empire Stage.
I'm sorry, we can't. We're booked up. It's time for our third sponsor, AIDS.
Everybody has it.
Yeah. Ooh, nice. Gross. If I were an Englishman, I would eat this. Since I am a human, I will not. Thank you.
I just don't like a Reuben sandwich. I'm sorry. I don't really want to watch this because Reubens are gross.
Yeah, no, it's gross food for gross people. That's why they're popular in England. Did you ever hear the
They
saying
just have
that?
so much mustard on them, and I don't like mustard. So.
Okay. All right. I'll put it in the annals.
Just saying, I wouldn't know how gross it is.
Yeah.
I couldn't get in within 50 feet.
Yeah,
of
mustard
a
is-
restraining order on mustard.
Mustard is the most optional condiment.
Yeah.
We can agree on that.
Now you storming out my house in the middle of the
Oh, that's good. All right. I think we're good.
Oh. 12 days of hairstyles. We can see.
As someone who has hair, I'm very interested in this.
1, 2,
Oh,
3.
no.
Oh, wow. This is like what
He's
fourth.
just using his body weight
This
to
is what
break.
fourth grade teachers show in their physics class.
Are we trying to guess how much he weighs? By how many pencils he can break? Is this like a...
Yeah, he's like a Victorian lady at a
Ooh, I'm not
carnival.
going to tell you how much I weigh.
Step right up here, step right up. Oh, we got a fat fucking bitch right here. Well, I dare say. Jesus Christ. Okay, alright, we get it.
For $1 billion.
Yes! Dick, murder, anything!
It's $1 billion.
No, but damn!
When you're a fat kid in high school, but you think you've figured your hair out,
Yeah, I mean, I can't be too mean to this person. They're in high school.
it's a kid, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing good.
Yeah,
You're doing good. Do better though, and you will do.
They're trying to
yeah.
lean on humor to get themselves out of an awkward phase. I can't hate on that. That's the best approach to take. Humor's what's going to get you through. So
Yeah, you're doing great. Always try to do better though.
just maybe don't join your local
Oh no,
your
no.
local medieval LARPing group.
Whatever you do, don't take the easy route. That's what I'm trying to say
Yeah,
too.
don't be the king of losers.
Yeah, please don't find a clique where you're just the king just by existing there. That is a bad place to be. That is where you stagnate. What are you talking about? They bring to the table their own little things. What are you talking about?
Well,
I have 2 friends.
I have no friends.
What are you talking about? You got all your
friends? It's alright. You're my best friend. That's it. You and our baby.
Oh.
It's bleak.
Fuck. That's a bummer. I wish I was best friends with our baby, but that spot is solidly yours.
It's true.
For $1 billion.
Yeah! She a baddie, she show her panties.
Too long?
This man broke into my car a couple of days ago, which
Why?
gave me the
How?
idea to make a trap.
Banana peel? No, put that away.
I started by getting a mouse trap and cutting off the mouse squishing parts, then attached it to a wooden board and put this sheet metal over the top. So now, when it's loaded, instead of squishing, it flings stuff up, like peanut butter or other brown slimy substances. Then I got a box of something expensive and attached the fishing line to the lid and the trigger of the trap. So now when
This
you open it,
person has this scale set.
I know.
And this is what they're doing?
You could just lock your car, or you could secure your vehicle inside a garage.
What the fuck?
If you're not a coward, you could also get a gun, unless you live in a country that's made for babies, like England.
Are you
If you live in a
Australian?
baby country,
They're Australian, it looks like. I'm sure Australia needs engineers. What the fuck are you doing wasting your time doing this?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that Australia is the best in terms of talent management.
True.
Sets it off. And I was about to put it in my car, but I kind of felt bad for the guy and didn't want to film another video like Mark Rober where he just creates traps that humiliate poor people. So instead, I printed out this picture of me just looking really sad and a photo of the guy stealing stuff from my car and put that inside some more expensive product boxes and then put it in my car with the door open.
I think we're good.
So you built a trap. You didn't use said trap because you felt bad about it.
Right.
Then
So
you recorded yourself building a trap that you didn't even fucking use, and instead you used guilt management pictures.
This man was probably raised by lesbians. There's no way he could have such a female temperament because he built a trap, didn't use it, decided to use empathy as a weapon, and then thought it would be prudent to make it public so that he could get community bonus points for being cool and ingenuitive. Good Lord, I've had too many of these.
Yeah.
We'll just go with ingenious. He's been ingenious and taking pity on the person because they're probably a poor person. And then he releases this. What a goober. Like, what do you want, man?
All right, what's the outcome? Did the empathy work?
Happens, but I didn't expect this.
I hope he just like cries and like tells his life story on the camera. He was like, my dad beat me. It's not my fault. I didn't get any love when I... Oh, did he steal the car?
Good.
Fucking great.
I'm sure it's fake, but good either way.
That's true.
It's a good outcome.
That's
like
true.
I just so happened to have caught I just knew
This man
guy
broke
was
into
gonna
my
rob
car
me.
a couple of days ago.
Imagine if you spent your time doing something that mattered or like helped people. If you did something that was useful, like, I don't know, become a registered nurse or a doctor or, worked at a manufacturing company that produced 3, 5, or worked on producing smaller nanometer processor chips, you could help society, but instead you decided to play dress up and emulate a dead pedophile in order to impress Chinese people.
But you know what? Doctors don't get clicks, honey.
Doctors don't. You're right.
The fans.
They don't have any clout.
The fans are not clamoring for doctors.
No.
Oh, you just separated Siamese twins? No one's gonna click for that.
Not gonna happen.
No.
Not gonna happen.
No,
That's
not cool
bitch
enough.
shit.
You know what I gotta do? I gotta dress up like MJ. That shit's cool.
Your art teacher never taught you how to draw a bouquet of orchids, so I'm gonna teach you how.
Bye.
One thing I find hilarious about Harry Osborn in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies is that he has...
Couldn't care less.
I've got the cure right here.
Take off your mask. I want to see my nephew.
I don't know. I feel like we walked in on something.
I think we gotta just keep watching this. This is good for me.
Yeah.
I'm learning, actually.
Whatever this is, it tells me that mental illness is present.
No, who's the director of all these pictures behind? What's his name? That did Edward Scissorhands and
Edward Scissorhands?
Yes. And The Nightmare Before Christmas and Corpse Bride. Like, look, this is a...
Oh, yeah.
This is a... what's his name fan. This is an emo child.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that guy that he's married to Helena Bonham Carter.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
You knew?
I've known for a while.
I never wanted you to worry.
I did. And I'm so proud of you.
Uh-huh.
I've got the cure right here.
Yeah, okay. You have a personal relationship with the Lord, don't you? You're one of those people? Cool. Good luck with that.
I come to say goodbye.
Where are you going?
My, sounds a little trippy.
Charlie? Will I ever see you again?
Sure you will, kid. You know, goodbyes aren't forever.
Then, goodbye, Charlie. I love you.
Have you ever seen All Dogs Go to Heaven?
No. What is that?
That's what this background is from.
The only thing I could think of this whole time was those artisanal miners breathing in lithium dust. And then being like, oh boy.
I know, like no one's parents die anymore.
No.
Like they don't die until you're definitely like well adapted enough to deal with a parent dying, or at least you should be.
You remember being in like, I suppose this would probably have been like elementary school, and being like, oh, if my parents died, I'd be so cool.
The orphan fantasy?
I'd be so popular.
Yeah. I mean, even like a dead sister would have worked. I wished death on a few of mine for sure.
Yeah. Like if you had something like that happen, they would definitely take you in another room, and you'd probably like
get a whole week off of school.
Or a blowjob from like the social studies teacher.
Christ.
Something worthwhile.
Yeah. I mean, how could they not? Well, this is sweet. Good for having a good relationship. But, like, it seems like people are allowing things to be a little bit more dramatic than they have to be in this family.
Yeah, it also, this is not something that you need to put on the internet.
No. This is a private family moment, for sure.
This is a nice moment for you and your family. We do not need to be a part of this.
Okay, so the goal here is to tap these balls and make sure none of them collide.
Easy.
All right, let's do it. All right, Serene wanted to be so...
I'm not dreaming, don't wake me, I'm not dreaming. Past times could never hold me down.
Wait, okay. But hang on.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought that maybe this was like a take on like a bull character. What's the character I'm thinking of that's like an energy drink bull?
Red Bull.
Is it Red Bull? I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking of like some mascot that this girl looks like she's trying to pretend. I kept thinking she was going to take a wig off and like remove this jewelry from her face.
No, the wig is that's the person.
Yeah, I guess.
It is a wig, but if you take it off, then the person stops being.
Like, I sure hope that you don't get a stuffy nose on the right side.
I know,
like,
right?
That shit.
Have you ever thought...
Or on the left, you're not going to have any breathability left. As someone with asthma, the gall of someone just blocking their airways at this level.
Just
taking
blocking them up. Blocking them out.
I've got airways to spare.
Oh, take an airway.
Some of us can't breathe that well.
I don't need this. Get it out of here.
God damn it.
I want to play this bitch on hard mode.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like take those feminine products and just shove it up my air hole.
Put that shit.
My life is so hard. I have to pay for all.
You gotta get two. One for the pussy hole, one for the nostril. Am I right,
Is this
ladies?
a Hawaii blanket? Like,
no, it's an Hawaii blanket. Come on, hon.
Like, why? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't get it either. But I will say, this is a stupid person. Because they're a child.
Yeah.
I think they probably have been poorly raised, judging from the fact that they are wearing a wig. They have trash that belongs in a trash can on their head. And they're also making a video for the world, which advertises how silly they are.
Yeah, I just wonder if it's parents or teachers that are like implanting these ideas. Because like they're kind of...
Probably a little call me.
Yeah, a little bit too young to just have stumbled upon the idea that, you know, a government should, or like the place that you live should provide.
Yeah, it really is like that undergrad mindset of like goes to first women's studies class and some like 31-year-old says to them, isn't it crazy that women's razors cost more than men's razors?
Yeah.
And they don't actually think about it. And I go, huh, interesting. Why don't you just buy a men's razor then?
Right.
If it's just sexism. That's not, it couldn't have anything to do with your purchasing inclination, your trends, the fact that women are more agreeable. Good luck with that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just the nature of being in a... I get that, like, I'm not saying that capitalism is bad, but, like, that's what capitalism does. Like, if people are going to find a need, whether it's menstruation, mental health, whatever it is, and they're going to monetize that. That's what every startup is trying to do right now, is find a need that no one's tapped into and monetize it.
Yeah.
So even like if it's something that hasn't been discovered yet, you're gonna be like taken advantage of in a million different ways if you decide to pay for those things. And I know, like, sure, like feminine products are something that you can't just opt out of, like, unless you want to be
free bleeding. Yeah.
But I mean, we have options now. Like, there's a lot of people opting for different ways to like not have to like pay for products every month. So I just think that, yeah, I don't know. I think that this is an old wives' tale. It's really unfortunate that girls have to deal with this. Like, it does suck. I get it, but like periods are annoying, and it's very hard for young people to like cope with the fact that they have to deal with it, and this whole half of society, like this whole half of the general public, just doesn't have to deal with this thing that is incredibly annoying. But like at the same time,
yeah, the grass is always greener.
Yeah, like what does it, honestly, like it makes you more responsible. There's different things that come with it, like yeah, the grass is always greener. You got to take some lumps. And with women, with girls, like there's not a whole lot of lumps that you have to take. Like, you get to just walk around as this like creature that people worship. And really the main downside is that you have periods.
Just the fact that you're, as a female, not invisible is a
Right.
huge benefit to your overall life outcome.
Right, and this is a pretty girl that gets to walk around and just be pretty. So people automatically care what she's saying. They're going to listen more. They're
You compound it with pretty privilege.
Yeah.
And, you know, the fact that you were born in a Western country, so you have access to resources and certain things. You're educated to a certain minimum standard, at least.
Like, the very basic thing you can do is learn responsibility from something like a period.
Yeah.
Like, well, we've listened to some really young person talk about how their acne was the biggest thing that taught them a lesson. Like,
Their
seriously,
greatest teacher. Yeah.
no one dies anymore. Like, everyone's very healthy. Like, you don't lose family members the way you used to. We don't have to go through very hard things. Literally having periods and having acne and maybe a parental divorce are the hardest things you're going to have to go through until you're like a aged adult. So like, maybe take those lumps because they're not that bad. Like, we've kind of come a long way, but maybe we've come so far that if periods are like the hardest thing that you do in life, like maybe life should be a little bit harder. We're becoming really, really sensitive.
Yeah, well, who's that one comedian? He has a really funny way of approaching this issue. It's like, it's very convenient that women chose now to ask for equality. Like, they didn't ask for equality in the 18th century during the Western expansion.
Oh, that's funny.
They didn't ask for equality during the 16th century, during the Black Death in Europe, or they didn't ask for the Teutonic or the wars or the Crusades or the Islamic invasion in Southern Europe. None of those things. Or the Viking invasions of the British Isles that lasted for like 700 years. It was now. It was now or when people were being wrangled up and forced to work to, create pyramids.
Yeah, I get it. That is a very funny thought. Like, that's true. But I do think that, like, even like when and maybe I've only seen movies, so maybe it's not fair, but when you see like frontiers life or like the people that did expand the West and things like that, there was like this separate but equal work. Mm-hmm. There was so much to do at the home. There was so much to do to like domesticate the land and to domesticate the home. And a lot of times women were working in the fields alongside, like, you know what I mean? Like, there was just a lot of work. And like people divided to be smarter. And now that we can be so opulent that line can be kind of a gray line, it's more confusing.
You would do things that were better suited to your temperament, and temperament in aggregate follows trends between male and female, which is why the men were more often successful, not just in hunting one time, but in hunting for a whole lifetime, because it does wear on you in a certain way that is less extreme for a male temperament than it would be for a female temperament.
Or physicality too.
Exactly. So,
but I will say, like, I just think it's like we're trying to use the best tool for the problems that are in front of us.
Exactly.
And that's fine.
I'm sorry. I got distracted.
Anyway, all of that to say that, like, I feel like tampons are kind of expensive. Like, makeup's expensive. A lot of women are opting out of, like, trying to be pretty because they've realized that, like, they're making themselves poorer by buying into this beauty standard.
Yeah, don't do it.
That's fine. They don't, like, just don't do it then.
It's terrible for you. Have you seen the shit on the back of the bottle? It's bad for your skin. You're not. Who is the lady who Janis Joplin? Mm-hmm. Didn't she write about how even when she was like addicted to meth or some shit, that she would always like take off her makeup before she blacked out every night?
Oh, that's funny.
Because it was like her standard. Like, well, I'll put crystal meth in my body, but I won't let this sit on my skin overnight.
Skin's gotta breathe.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's bad for your wallet, it's bad for your skin, and it takes away from your natural beauty. Like, just opt out.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to say, but yeah.
Yeah, also, if you think that you will be less competitive in attracting men, remember that there's a certain percentage of men every year that go to jail for having sex with dead bodies. So
the bar's
just
pretty bad.
scope it in, rein in your expectations, remember what men are.
But let's also remember that the top 20% of men are really what women are competing for, and if you want to compete for that top 20% of men, you kind of got to play in the reindeer games that is the feminine beauty standard. So let's not kid ourselves. If we were all just trying to get a bottom tier male, then sure, let's like not wear makeup and let's just wear these frumpy sweaters or like these frumpy like clothes that are popular right now that do nothing for anyone. But like the problem is that the women in the IQ and the male IQ don't really stack up very well.
Yeah.
So if a female wants to attract a mate that they're not going to be annoyed with for the rest of their life and just think is such a dumb piece of shit, they've really got to put some effort into it. So
well, here's the thing.
That is the female debacle.
That top 20% of men will select the top 70% of women based on looks. So getting a man as a woman, even if you're not an attractive woman, so maybe even an attractive woman who doesn't wear makeup, wouldn't be difficult. It's about retaining a man that is the challenge of women. Because really, as a woman, having a random encounter, a romantic encounter, not too difficult, but retaining a relationship, that is the woman's test.
Getting a man to invest
to commit to them
in a committed long-term relationship.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah,
and that's I would argue that is less tied to your makeup than it is tied to your temperament and your ability to cohabitate with that man.
But we have a soon-to-be sister-in-law that has proved that makeup does make a difference.
In the man that wears it.
No, like she has
on my side
eyebrows.
Okay. Sorry.
Like
I thought you were
she
talking
just
about that
doesn't know how to put on makeup,
Okay.
and like when if she did it well, she would be like a higher rated version of herself.
Oh,
But,
yeah,
like,
if
there
she
is
shaved her legs, if she applied
the base,
any
you know
amount
what?
of...
It just shows that you're invested in...
You care.
That you care. Like, that's all it really does. And you don't have to be, like, as extreme. I do think that now the amount of makeup and the, like, intensity, the, like, 3-hour face that some gals are putting on is
The shit
ridiculous.
you're telling me about the white on the tip of the nose and
Yeah,
then the
like
line,
the
that's
shading
crazy.
your nose.
Yeah.
Like, I can't get that for the life of me. But, like, you know, I think that's going a little extreme. But, you know, just a little bit to kind of enhance your natural beauty and help you.
Mm-hmm.
Not the worst to show that you care.
For sure. But guess what? You're still going to have to pay because that's how the fucking world works.
Yeah, I mean, just get over it. Women pay more, are bigger consumers than men. There's way more products that are marketed to us, and
if you don't like it, free bleed. Just bleed on the fucking train bus.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry.
Just be a gross homeless lady.
I mean, like, take Hims and Hers. Hers, it's like brain medication.
The ads.
Yeah, the Hims versus, and then, like, for men, it's just like,
I hate those. So
yeah, it's just like, do you want to have better sex? But for women, it's like, get your brain, your microbiome. Like, there could be so many products marketed as, like, things to make her life better. But for men, it's just like, are you having good sex?
For those of you that aren't tracking, there is a new trend of advertising that is being brought forward by a company called For Hims and For Hers. The For Hims is all stuff like, hey, is your dick broken? Does your hair suck? Here's some shit to help you just quantitatively be better as a mate. And then the For Her stuff is like, are your feelings fucked up? Is your brain dumb? Do you need help getting your thoughts under control? You need you need some shit for your brain. You need some lithium and a journal and a multicolored pen. And oh, by the way, here's some lithium while we're at it for some antipsychotics. It's the most dystopian ad you've ever seen. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's like 28-year-old men complaining about erectile dysfunction, and then like women who are like in college still who are talking about how their brain is messed up. Like, you're suffering from modernity.
Yeah. And I agree that, like, we could probably lower the cost of female products because it's, like, not, like, for poor people.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some very inexpensive female products. It's just the
Women have to be willing to say no, though. That's what drives prices down.
Yeah. If women just stop buying them.
And if there's one thing we know, it's women aren't good at saying no. Like, what is that gym? Equinox? Mm-hmm. It's just a gym, but...
No, it's more than a gym. It's a lifestyle.
It's a gym for people who like wasting money.
No, but there's so much into it. It's like your one-stop culture hub is what they're trying to market it as. Like, you can do everything here, whereas like a gym, you just work out. But here,
exactly,
it's like they found.
Whereas the way that they get men to come to that gym is like, hey, we've tricked women into coming here. So if you want pussy, come here. And they're like, oh shit, women got tricked into going there? I'll sign up.
Fair. Okay.
So friends, let's make some mermaid body butters. So first we're going to take our dirty dirt and we're going to put it in each container. And then we're going to smack the dirt around, make sure it's nice and coated.
Body
You want a lot of dirt at the bottom since all my containers are dirty. And then we're going to fill it
Quit saying that.
Okay, you need a very specialized type of help.
Ugh.
So do you. You need lithium. Lithium is there to fix your brain.
Poor guy.
We got the permit. Here's our full story of why we have to rebuild.
At the end of 2019, Vinny and I had bought a fixer-upper right on the Intracoastal. It was our dream to live right on the water, so we knew we had to put some work into it. We started...
Good for you. What the fuck, man?
Just wearing
really?
an army shirt.
Really? You think it's like a fucking printed tee? Like a graphic tee? You can just fucking... Alright, I hope a beam falls on your head and you're in a wheelchair.
Let's get my brows laminated. This is actually my favorite thing ever. Here we
Do-
go. This part
Get the
smells
nose. Do you see the nose?
Okay, hang on. Honey, I can only take in so much information. I have a male brain. My bandwidth is very limited. What does laminating your eyebrows do?
It makes it, you know how that like eyebrows going, look at her eyebrows, they go like straight up. They're like brushed up and out like yours naturally. Yeah, so
hell yeah.
A lot of people's eyebrows are lackluster. They just go like straight, kind of like mine. So this like keeps your eyebrows so that they stay in the shape that you want them to, pretty much. That's what eyebrow lamination is. So it sets
You don't walk
the...
around that when people are like around you, are you?
Huh?
You take it off when people come to your house, right?
That's what the lamination is. So the lamination, it's almost like a perm or something that you would do that like sets your eyebrow hairs so that they go straight up instead of, it's like, that's a good way to describe it. It's like an eyebrow perm.
I get it. Okay.
So now they're going straight up instead of just like her natural hair growth pattern.
Okay.
like eggs, but I like it. Okay, they're glued shut now. Now we have to shape them and make them look good. So excited. What in the world? I don't know how you do it. This is...
I think they looked so much better before.
So ugly. It's so ugly. You look like an insane person.
Yeah, I think I like them before, to be honest.
You look like you were designed by a Japanese man in a basement. This is not a human look. This is silly. I don't know why there's white on the bottom and these are like overly
that
textured.
will wipe off, and the red will go away. But
Sure.
it's just the that they go up now instead of her natural growth pattern.
Pretty girl, and then on the bottom we have cartoon whore.
The before and after. I don't understand the science of this. I don't know how she makes my brows grow. This is your sign to get your brows laminated. Bye.
Yeah.
They look all right there, but still, you can tell there's something slightly unnatural about them.
Listen to me. If you have excess income, you should take a portion of it and invest it in a Roth IRA. Okay? You do not need to be getting your fucking
We are not
eyebrows.
investment advice providers.
That is correct.
But honestly, saving your money rather than your eyebrows looked just fine before this. You didn't need to do this shit, but whatever.
3 clues that your husband's about to leave you.
Oh, okay. What do we think? Okay, let's guess.
Also, look at this back wall. There's so many words on shelves.
Yeah.
We've got XOXO. We've
Yep.
got faith.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are pretty good clues that your husband's about to leave you. We've got love in a heart, I think.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what, honey? You know what bookshelves are for?
Art.
Trash. Garbage. Not books.
Knickknacks.
Now, when you hear the word bookshelf, you think maybe a book should go there. Wrong. You need to fill it with things that are going to end up inside of a whale's gut.
Oh, this is Dr.
In 100
Sarah
years.
Hensley. You know how I know she was a doctor? The cleavage.
Yeah, the tits.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I'm not getting bricked up at your cleavage, how do I know that you went to
I just really don't
medical
understand that. If you are someone who takes themselves so seriously that they're committed enough to become a doctor,
Mm-hmm.
why do you need to be Aaron Brockovich? Why does your sexuality need to be part of it?
Yeah.
You've proven that your mind can do it.
Yeah.
Why not rely on that? Why do you still need to use your sexuality to get ahead? I don't
You come
get
back
that.
to the well of other people validating your value by proving that you're attractive to them.
I just And I get that, like, you
It's
know,
sad.
smart women are allowed to be sexy. I get that. And that, like, that's like...
What?
Smart women are allowed to be sexy.
What?
Smart women.
Oh. Okay.
Fuck off.
Okay.
Fuck you.
I thought it was a funny joke. Okay. All right. 3 clues that your husband...
Number 1, he has expressed his needs for physical and emotional intimacy, yet for reasons you don't...
As I like to say, I will say again, whenever a woman is giving you advice on what men think are doing, anything men related, just feel free to, no, actually don't tune out, just think that the truth is the opposite of what they're saying, because it almost certainly is. Tuning out wouldn't be helpful. Listen to what they're saying and then acknowledge that it is anti-truth.
So you don't think that... so a male just wouldn't try to communicate to you that, like...
Emotional needs?
No, that I thought she said their sexual needs.
Physical and emotional needs. So she's clearly thinking like her husband because he's got emotional needs that aren't being met. Yeah.
don't understand, you are continually pushing him away. You're rejecting him sexually, and you're rejecting him emotionally. Number 2.
This is such a thirst trap.
Try to
It makes
talk
me
about
really
the
sad.
relationship with
And she
your
has a
husband.
picture of her like wedding in the background, but her tits, it's like giving mixed messages. It's giving like your girlfriend doesn't understand you, but I do.
Yeah.
I don't like it at all, especially with the marriage picture in the background. I hate it.
Yeah, this is not
This is why if she just covered up her cleavage and like didn't look like she was trying to thirst trap people, we could actually listen to what she's saying a little bit better.
Absolutely.
Like why bring your like sexuality into this?
This is why I turn off videos whenever like a guy wearing like a dirty t-shirt and board shorts is like, these are the 5 things that you need to know just before you start your business. I immediately turn it off. Because what could he possibly say?
Right.
It's just
He's living
it's
his
not
life
a
at such a level that he can just
Right.
wear board shorts and like just ride waves all day, man.
Oh yeah, serious important people are actually silly looking.
Yeah.
They don't that discipline never precipitates into other areas of their life.
You're shutting down. You shut down and you give nothing back, making the conflict go unresolved for an indefinite amount of time.
Yeah, honey. So emotional and physical. So you know men. There's the sexual needs, and then right there at the same level is being told that you're handsome.
Look at these comments by these men.
Don't get married. Never enter into a contract where the other party is financially rewarded for breaking it. That is actually true. That's fair advice. I don't think that it is a rule of thumb, but it is fair.
It's unfortunate that that's the way things are set up.
Yeah, it doesn't apply because human beings are not products or companies, but yeah, like there are good girls out there, obviously.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bam, bam, bam. Why I divorced my wife. Had a roommate, not a wife. Okay, sir.
Yeah, that was the thing. He had a roommate. What do you think he's referring to? Do you think he was referring to that he wasn't being told that he looked nice?
No, he just wasn't getting sex.
Yeah, he wasn't sucking his dick. That's really what it is. That's all you have to do. Just this is just a level of laziness. It's just effort.
Well,
I'm not trying to be mean. It literally is just that.
You're assuming that the woman wanted to stay in the divorce, but like in the relationship, the divorce.
Yeah, that is true.
That's a huge assumption, but no wife, happy life. I mean, honestly, it's unfortunate because like that's both sides. It's like
Big Bang Hank.
Big Bang Hank is obviously super happy and not trying to attract any attention or dick sucking.
Fuck.
Man.
Yeah. What about this video caught your attention, Hank? What could it?
I know.
What could it be that brought Could it be the planets at the forefront of the camera?
I find it so abhorrent that she's got like Faith and her wedding photo in the background, but she still is like a pick me. Here's my tits. Let me like side with the men. It's very pearly things. Pearl, you know.
Yeah, it is conflicting information in the same shot.
Yeah, very annoying.
Number 3, your husband used to be the guy that would show up for you and meet your needs. He would try to initiate physical and emotional intimacy. He would try to know you, see you, and do everything he can to create a safe and loving environment. And then he stopped.
Oh.
Because he wasn't getting anywhere. And you can't self-abandon forever. Most masculine men won't. This is really a PSA out there to women who have good husbands. Loving, kind, caring, empathetic, hardworking husbands.
Okay, it's not.
So annoying.
It's not that. It's very annoying. It's not this difficult for anybody listening out there. If you want a successful relationship with a man that you have already attracted, so you already know their temperament, you have good systems and processes, you have a relationship that works. This is all you need to do. You need to respect them visibly. It just can't be, you can't just think in your brain. You have to actually have evidence that you could point to that you respect them. And 2, you have to have a physical relationship with them. Those are the only 2 things you need to do in order to have a wildly successful relationship with a man. That's it. Just get the poison out, and when you ask him for advice and he gives you that advice, don't just not incorporate the advice. You know what I mean? Just things like that. Those are the only 2 things. It's really not that complicated.
I honestly, well, yeah, I mean, she's talking to women that have husbands that they want to keep, which is a small population from what we've seen. So
yeah, I mean, sure. Men are kind of shit right now.
I mean, women are also shit right now. I don't know what's the quote. The men and women of each century create the men and women they deserve. Something like that, to that effect. I can't remember. But I think it's very fair, and we've got a lot of very shallow people on both sides. So
Agreed.
Whatever.
You want to hear what the number 3 is? The number 3 clue?
Sure.
Try to meet your needs, and you are still out there pushing him away. Because for some reason, you are holding on to subconscious pain that you're not addressing.
Oh, sure, that's the reason.
Fair, and eventually, your husband is going to leave you. You have to take responsibility for you and decide that you no longer want to push the person you're married to away. And I know it probably feels like you just can't get close, but you can. The work can be done. There is work to get there, but you have to be willing to do it. This is you and you.
What kind of a doctor do you think she is? Do you think she's a real doctor, or this is some sort of like
she's
PhD?
A therapist, yeah.
Yeah.
She's a counselor.
Yeah. PhD, for those of you listening, is just you put in the time and the money. An MD is where you actually have to be good at something.
There's other doctorates that aren't just...
It's not a measurement of quality anymore, though.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like there are doctors.
Even master's degree, it's literally just time and money. Just
absolutely.
I know. It's really ridiculous, but you know.
Yeah.
Also, our society doesn't honor those degrees as much anymore. Like, you can't just walk into a career with a PhD anymore.
Yeah.
So, anyway, this is bad advice. This woman just wants attention, so...
I know.
Help reconnecting with your husband.
It's the worst.
I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I paint town red. She devil, she bad little girl, she rebel.
This is why society is falling apart. You get boys who think that being pretty is important. It's not important. You need to sell all of your jewelry. You need to get a pair of clippers so that you can acquire a adult man's haircut. You need to shave your face, and you need to get a job that transitions into a career, probably one that's a profession that would suit you best. And then eventually, you can die in peace with some land.
Women, I do think women like men that are nice to look at. However, you're right. It's not their like main selling point. So I'll give you that.
No, absolutely. You can't be hideous.
It's the same thing though. Like if you want the foot in the door, you got to be a little bit attractive. So I wouldn't say like don't put effort in because that's leading someone down the wrong.
No. Being pretty is not the same as exactly. If you're a man, take care of maintain what you have, and improve your physique, improve your mind.
Being in physical shape and
if you're below 6 feet, kill yourself.
Oh my God.
Because it's never going to happen. Women are the cruelest creatures on the planet.
Yeah, women are mean.
Yeah, if you don't have a height that starts with the number 6, you should just take your life. And that is because women are very, very selective. They will tell you to your face that they are empathetic, but then they will not have sex with you because you are not tall enough. Like you're taller than them, but you're not tall enough for them. I have a couple of friends who have been rejected pretty heinously for being too short for women that they are much taller than. And it's always, it's been fun. I've always loved the like female dynamic of like, for me, it's all about the soul and what it is. But if your height starts with a 5, you should fucking die in a pit. Don't ever look at me.
As a tall girl,
You're a tall girl?
I am a tall girl.
You're not average?
No, I'm tall.
Okay, all right.
I'm a tall girl.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe this is like news breaking.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a tall girl, and I honestly have dated guys that made it very awkward for me because they had small guy mentality, and I didn't know to be bothered by it. It literally was dating these guys that would ask me not to wear heels and would tell me.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. So I don't know. I didn't know to dislike guys that were my same height, because I actually have like seen really good relationships of people that were like similar heights, and I didn't have any problems. I knew I was a tall girl and that I'd probably end up with someone that was my similar height, and I had accepted that. But when I got asked to not wear high heels, when one guy tried to put his arm around me, and it had to like hop, like go up on his toes a little bit, and he got mad. He dropped his arm and just walked away and like wouldn't talk to me for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Like there are very immature guys that, even though they could be short kings and just like let their woman be, they make it so, and women are the person, they internalize that shit. So it's like, it's my problem. I'm a tall,
they've been injured.
I'm a tall, heinous bitch like that. Like there's something wrong with me. And so like, so yeah, I did not have that emotional trauma coming into the dating world when I was an adult, but that was very quickly in my system, and I knew that I could not have anyone that was shorter than me, shorter than 2 inches taller than me, because I wanted to wear at least 2-inch heels. It's like, I get that like it's easy for guys to say that, but it's also like some girls are coming out without that in their mind, but then they date some of these guys out there and they realize like, shit, I can't have a guy shorter than me because he's going to be an asshole. It's like Napoleon syndrome. It's really bad.
It's self-eating.
Yeah, you don't know where it's starting. But I honestly didn't have anything against, just like, as long as we were like similar heights, I didn't care.
Yeah, it is a chicken egg situation, and those men they've been injured, and now they're just taking it out on people. Like even when they are dating somebody that they would want to date, but they would normally be not selected for because of their height, they feel like they're mismatched just because of some injury in the past, and they really ought to rectify that. But you have to really like come to terms with that. But it's just so much easier to kill yourself.
I mean, I've seen short guys do it too, and that's why I was so confused. Is because I'd seen, like, especially actor men are so short, and then they'd be with like these tall model celebrities, and I always
like
thought,
Sauvage.
yeah, I thought that was really cool, and they'd be like very proud of their tall, slender, like model, like girlfriend.
Yeah, you climb up there and just plant one in there. Yeah,
and I thought that's how it was gonna be, and it was not like that. It's not like that at all.
No.
There's so much bitterness.
There's only one Sauvage.
Oh my gosh.
the leather shirt. Yeah. Short guys is a problem.
Don't be ugly, but don't be short.
Yeah. So, main takeaway is, if you're a man, the thing you should be proficient in is not being pretty. It's not to say that you should acquire welts and become a goblin man.
Yeah.
Because let's just give the benefit of the doubt to what I'm saying. Being pretty is not the same thing as just having like oil coming out of your fucking armpits and covered in sores.
I disagree, because I do think that an attractive man approaching a group of girls has a much better chance of them being like, okay, than an ugly man. Like, there is something there. Girls are more likely to be open to an attractive man than an uglier man. It's the way you get your foot in the door. It's the way you don't get swiped the wrong way on.
I think I know what you're saying. I disagree. I think that women are much more receptible to frame and confidence than they are to things like being pretty. As long as there's a baseline attractiveness, because those are the things that they're more predisposed to sexually selecting for.
Yeah, I think frame has something to do with it.
Frame is a big thing. So that's your height and your build combined, and then how you approach the situation.
Confidence is always attractive in either gender. Yeah. But I would say that, like, I do think that people that are confident and that are not attractive, I just wouldn't want to get, like, it is tough for them out there. It's tough for them, and I wouldn't want to, like, minimize that. It's not like if you're just healthy and you just, like, are confident, girls are going to be like, oh yeah, let's...
Oh, there's a great solution. This only applies to men, though. If you're eating right, you're exercising, you are developing your mind, and you are approaching women without any sort of anger that derives from injury or ego-driven spite, and these things are still not working for you, kill yourself. To take your life. No, I'm serious. It's just so much easier. Just take your life.
I feel like we have friends that we can say that, like, some of them are people that need the opportunity for people to get to know them. And should there be the opportunity for people to get to know them, they would be a great mate.
Sure.
However, the way that the dating market works right now, that opportunity is not available. That is not how it works. So you have to be a little bit attractive.
Yeah, but they know that it's on the table, that if they just wanted to clock out of this futile game, they could. Also, they have a strategy. It's become Monopoly men.
Yeah, so all I'm trying to say is that it's, like, not completely futile for men to put some energy into how they look, into taking care of themselves, into making sure that they're, like, handsome.
Yeah. Buy product for your hair. Yeah.
It's not, like, lost, but, like, there is you're right, there is a point of diminishing returns where you're just, like, you're going to start attracting men and not women.
Exactly. Yeah. I just think that I think that women will say a lot of bullshit when it comes to being asked what they find attractive, but you can find a very simple explanation to what they are actually attracted to in some very available data. Like, yeah, I mean, it may help you in certain instances if you like style your hair and you wear a necklace and you're wearing a silky shirt and the pubic hair that grows on your chin is nicely styled. That might improve your chances. But you know what else would improve your chances is if you were jacked and confident and not wearing product in your hair and looking like a fucking boy band member.
Yeah, I do think that like the modern female who is young and obsessed with attention,
easily overpowered, and
potentially sucked into this TikTok, like I could see how someone like this would potentially put up flags of like, oh, if we had a TikTok channel together, we'd get so much attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there is value now for pretty men.
Yeah.
There is some value because it makes them more marketable to be seen with a marketable man. So I do think there's more value than they're getting it. I don't know that like just a jacked bro that walks up and is like, I'm confident, fucking date me, is gonna have the same effect as like...
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is that was his first mistake. He asked. He didn't just... He walked over wearing his tiger pelt tunic and with his big wooden club and go, ooh, whoa, whoa. No, I know what you're saying. I think we're...
Yeah, we're circling the drain on this one.
Do not trust anything people say about TikTok Shop. So I got this for free, and if you buy it, it gives me money.
Have a good life. We will be moving on. This is a child.
Yeah.
I spent my money again, so you don't have to. I bought a laser hair removal kit from the TikTok shop. It brought glasses to protect your face, razors, and the machine, of course. After reading the instructions, it's pretty simple to use. You just hold the button to turn it on and connect it to the adapter. I've already prepped my skin. I've shaved it. All scars and all will be included. Not too much on the scars, guys. I'm a little insecure about it. And let's get started. I feel like Neo with these glasses on from The Matrix.
Yeah, I don't think Neo could have moved so well at 380.
I was not expecting that. So 90 degrees. That's a little closer.
These are the final cuts.
What?
I got it. We gotta move on. I'm just gonna be mean to this person.
I mean, that's what she deserves.
I'm cooking a 20-pound burger for dinner.
Oh.
So with a 7-pound burger patty and a 5-pound
Is
bun.
this just the female version of Epic Mealtime?
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It wasn't a single.
No, I know.
Oh, God.
We gotta cut ourselves off. Let's do two more.
Just shaved his goatee, so he's just got this and this now. And look what he looks like.
The fact that I went to a premiere thinking and I look good, just to end up looking like El Macho.
Just shaved his goatee, so he's just got this and this.
All right.
That was one.
All right.
We got one more, and then we're going to bed.
Oh my god, it's right here,
You can get one at Dollar Tree. Go buy it.
Everybody, this is a
Good
PSA.
night.
Go to bed.
We're signing off.
Even if it's the morning, just deactivate.
Jesus, what was that?
Wow.
Oh man.
Good Lord.
We need a dog.